Так, ну пойдем за ней.
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Lafu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
Прошел я 2 синих квеста, которые мешали, ну, вот этого начать. Блин, телепортнулся сюда, сразу триггер сармуду. Так что кусочек не записался. Жалко.
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the arbor, turning fantasy into reality. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara.
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Lafu, and the Xianzhou alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jingyuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Lafu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Хорошо. Мне главное что? Мне главное пройти этот квест, чтобы я мог...
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Бессмертный не означает неуязвимый. Это как бы разные вещи.
Tingyun, why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible.
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The general commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the general.
Собачка. Собачка это плохо.
Hard enough. I'm scared.
Stay put.
Honored to meet me.
I have
Так.
something for you.
Time to twirl.
Может быть, герб поменять на луку мне?
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Time to twirl.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. One step
Вельт у меня
closer
не
to the
качан.
stars.
А, хотя тут вот. Так.
Pretty good crowd today.
Do you know who I...
This big diamond. It's all yours. Time to twirl. I can do this. Give me strength. What are you looking at?
You won't get away.
That's it. Let's rock. Time to twirl. Hard enough.
One step closer to the stars.
Aha!
There it is.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Keep up. I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
You can fight it or rock with it. You won't get away.
Time to twirl.
Honored to meet me.
Best is yet
Так, я
to
правильно
come.
хоть иду?
Wait, we still haven't doused the burn.
В смысле? Не понял.
Burn away. Pretty good crowd today.
Do you know who I...
This big diamond. It's all yours. Hard enough. Time to twirl. I can do this.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl.
Oh dear.
Time for an overhaul. This song's for you.
Protect me. Protect me.
Я
One
ж...
step closer to the stars.
А, уничтожая... Тушится или не тушить? А,
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough. We need to hurry.
так кто же знал?
Yay, we did it!
troops to the rendezvous.
So, you succeeded in dowsing the elixir cult.
Я, кстати, одного мастера отпустил.
Unimportant.
Это она?
The inevitable is already upon us.
Danshu.
Точно. Ее отпускал.
I have met you before in my capacity as chief alchemist, master diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these.
Ой, да сейчас мы подеремся, и кто-то умрет, и все.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Lafu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Так.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
You won't get away.
Ой. Зря суперспособ, ну ладно.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Merciful Medicus, hear my
Ох ты.
Turn it up!
Так, она снимает же, да? Негативный эффект. Да.
Time to twirl!
of immortality.
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's rock! I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Give me strength! Honored to meet me. Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Time for an overhaul.
And take
Мини черной граны, не знаю, что такое.
Ready to lose your you can fight it or rock with it. You won't get away. Perhaps you still humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Короче, у меня дамаг какой-то странный дамаг. Типа есть, как бы нету. Так, надо набить. А вот это интересно снимает? Нет, он дает просто. Нужно, короче, еще этих, которые дебафы снимают. Хорошо, что у меня вот это, она и хилит, и снимает негативный эффект. Но жалко то, что она хилит только 3. Давай, вторая фраза.
The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that. Vantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn, must you
О,
force me to intervene directly?
нифига себе.
I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within. What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance. Surely you can withstand the lesson of destruction.
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager.
Вопросы у меня.
To set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Ting-Yun, is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be? Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой.
stay together. Time to kill!
Time for the main event. Still, humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl! I can do this! Protect me, protect me!
Pretty good crowd today.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Let's rock! Time to twirl! I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Give me strength! What are you looking at?
Time for an overhaul.
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova
Блин.
their gaze upon the Xianzhou. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand. Since that stubborn general has forced me to take center stage.
А можно говорить после того, как битва произойдет, а не во время? Это отвлекает капитально просто.
My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here would be happy to entertain.
You know who I am. This big diamond! It's all yours!
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's rock!
Так, сейчас она по ней будет бить, надо ее сделать под хил.
This song's for you.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Turn it up!
У меня пробития нет только, кроме хиллера. Ладно, набираем.
What are you looking at?
Keep up. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Ладно, будем тихо и сапать.
Time to twirl!
Pretty good crowd today.
Give me strength!
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
And you felt it. This song's for you.
Let's rock!
Time for an overhaul. Pretty good crowd today.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Turn it up!
You can fight it or rock with it.
Honor, do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
This song's for you. Keep up.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out. But there was no indication that Ting Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but...
You're saying that the real Ting...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. I believe this to be Fantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us. And
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The ambrosial arbor can be sealed from that self.
Так. Я понял, подожди. Комиссия по алхимии. А где этот?
Haste.
Ну, давай поменяем. Я, честно говоря, достижение. Немножко не понимаю в этом. С отрядом. У меня персы, блин, в отряде все слабые эти. Надо какой-нибудь... Не, ну у меня, конечно, он есть, но они, блин, не качанные. Будет Аргенте, наверное, сделать мейн ДД хотя бы одной пачки. Но у меня конуса на него нет. Луки забрать. $722. Да, у него как... У него физический урон. Чему ты ставишь? Ему... Вот, физический урон. А, подожди, это какая? Запечатывающая космос-станция набор, да? Или что это? Стрелок дикой пшеницы. Запечатывающая космос-станция. Как они отличаются? А, это типа вот так, вот это, да? Вот не sé. Бля. Вот это поставить. Всяко лучше. Сила атаки и крит. А это что? ХП, сила атаки, защита. А, ну мне мало. И 600 стал меньше. Почему? А, потому что я не то взял. А была какая? А, была такая. А, не, вон как. Угу. А что у него? Он кто у нас? Ты у нас кто? Эрудиция. Крит шанс 12, крит урон 50, скорость 109. Так, ладно.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her. What worries me more is.
А, он же еще эти.
This is.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did.
Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent.
Может быть, в другом измерении они? В одиночке покинуть аптекарский рынок, поговорите с людьми на рынке. Карта не работает. Это покинуть, да? Поговорите с людьми на рынке. Какими? С охраной? Или с кем?
I heard that Starskiff connections are being reinstated.
The Master was defeated?
What's up? Don't worry, once the fight...
You haven't been back home for... As home draws nearer, so... Do you want to leave? The Cloud Knights will soon check our identities. I'm a traveling merchant.
The Master must have failed to summon the protection. Just you wait.
Я не понимаю, с кем разговаривать-то. Тут не с кем говорить.
Those travelers defeated the disciples of Sanctus.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus started a rebellion in the Alchemy Commission. We will send someone to escort... Lunatics, all of them. You saw the ambrosial...
The Arbor's resurrection is connected. How did the others get drawn in?
You must be talking about the General's gap. Oh, what a coincidence. They left with the Master Diviner not long ago. I received the good news from the front. Strange.
I'm sorry. I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
А воспоминания?
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks...
Так он долгоживущий или он дракон?
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to... These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Что-то у тебя было в прошлом, да? Интересно, кем ты был. Не хочу это слушать. Верховный старейшина.
I'm sorry.
You didn't heed us then? And well, it seems you already made your decision.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Дань Хэня, оказывается, дракон.
You Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters. Now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Surrender!
Failed to send you. What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Failed to send you.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no...
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But... there's no other way. Forgive me.
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
А в чем преступление, интересно, верховного старейшины Вадьяха?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lafu's hotshot general.
General!
Что-то тут вообще намутили, закрутили-то. Он тоже в заговоре участвует? Опять же, против кого? Из-за кого? И против чего?
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
А, он заманивал вот этого при помощи того.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Dan Feng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Dan Feng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Dan Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Dan Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Dan Feng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Так.
They are
И
waiting
мы
in
в
the
таком
Dragon Vista Rain.
облике пойдем?
Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance. The hunt is far from over. Yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war. Lord Ravager of Phantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she Do you know something? When Dan Feng committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Dan Feng against his will.
Интересно. Интересно, что он сделал такого? Наполовину трансплантация.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Heaven's Surge. Rise!
A foregone conclusion.
Heaven's Surge.
This is our chance.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Told you I could fight.
surge. Rise!
Let's go.
Heaven surge. Break!
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder.
Tough luck running into me.
Is that it?
Let's make it quick.
Rules are made to be broken. Heaven surge. Rise!
A foregone conclusion.
Heaven surge. Break!
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seat of divine foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think...
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Dan Heng and the rest of you.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every...
Dan Heng?
Thank you, Dan Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So...
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dan Heng's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. in order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Videodora guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Videodora statue.
Ah, it looks so much like Don Hung. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Hung's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Videodora have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
Жесть. Ага, не могу. Ладно. Продолжим в следующий раз.